Third fight in 7 months for Cheavon Clarke, moving quickly after a relatively late entry into the professional ranks, now at the age of 31, and Karalitzky, his first opponent with a winning record.
Judges, you both know the rules. I expect a clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Above all, protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, lads, 8 rounds. Touch gloves.
So Cheavon Clarke in the black trunks, another of Britain's 2020 Olympians to have been recruited to the professional ranks. This is his third pro fight as Karalitzky tries to flick out the left-hand jab in the early stages. The Argentine, who has fought a number of contests at light heavyweight. So will Clarke be able to make his greater natural strength tell?
He's done what we expected he'd do, take the centre of the ring and force the pace and be an imposing figure.
Clarke was just tagged early on last time out by the Pole Paweł Martyniuk, so maybe slightly more circumspect in the early stages this time, working behind the left hand, feinting with the feet, trying to create those openings as Karalitzky responds with a couple of jabs of his own.
You know what, Mike, he was hurt, but he coped with it well, didn't he? You know, he took his time, he took a step back, held on when he could, and just made sure he recovered before he mounted any other attacks.
Applause from the Argentine's corner as he lands a left hand to the body of Clarke.
To Clarke. Plenty of favours here. Just caught with the left hook.
Again getting clipped as he mounted that attack, just as he did in that fight against Martyniuk. All part of the learning process.
Very controlled though, managing that distance very well, just popping that jab, keeping it nice and easy, making his opponent really erratic, but him just staying nice, poised, controlled.
Also alongside us tonight, Fabio Wardley, soon to be fighting for the British heavyweight title. As Clarke tries to slip inside that left-hand jab of Karalitzky, wasn't quite quick enough to land the counter.
No, but the movement was there, wasn't it? He couldn't dip that shoulder over there in the right position, just didn't let that left hook go.
Inside the last half a minute of the opening round, and Clarke hasn't quite found his rhythm and accuracy as Karalitzky lands a solid shot once again, and did the legs of Clarke stiffen for the second contest in a row.
Yeah, and still a little bit unsteady, I feel, as well there for Clarke.
Fighting fire with fire though.
You know what I mean? Cut him off. Start giving him a couple more feints as well. You know what I mean? So instead of following him round, cut him off. Little more feints. Okay. Feint and then find your shot. You got to keep switched on though. You know what I mean? Yeah. Don't just go gun at me. Work behind the jab. Feints. Little feints. When he goes round, that's when you can bring the shots over the top. Yeah. But Chev, he switched on. Work off the jab. The jab's the key. Okay. Don't follow. Cut him off. Yeah. Yeah. Little feints with them feet, but don't follow, cut him off. Hands nice and I work behind the jab, then the shots will come. Good man.
Está fenomenal. Va a salir a meter más ritmo ahora. Sí, agarra la bicicleta, da vuelta y cuando pueda le tira. Vamos, con ganas.
Seconds out. Round 2.
Well, Karalitzky showing at the end of the opening round that he's here to provide a threat, albeit on the back foot. Waiting for Clarke to commit, looking for the openings when he does that, and trying to expose him. Again, clips him with that left hand.
As you said, Barry, that feint there, a little feint just before stepping in, will doing wonders in setting up a shot and working on someone who's so defensive and backpedaling at the moment, like Karalitzky is.
If anything, it'll just stop the movement of Karalitzky for that. For just that little moment, enough for you to get that front foot closer and let your hands go.
Yep.
Clarke lands with a good shot, but he gets clipped because he just stands a little bit too high when he throws the shot. Just needs to dip his legs a little bit.
Karalitzky's been beaten 5 times, including 3 of his last 4, but hasn't been beaten inside the distance. Trying to make it ugly, trying to make it difficult for Clarke. Clarke looking for the feints, using the feints on the way in, switching the attack from body to head.
I think he slightly telegraphed that right hand though, Clarke. That's why he got clipped with the left hook again. That's better, a little shimmy of the shoulder or something.
Just a little something, just to set up before you go, to make it less obvious, because Karalitzky's so reactive, he wants to let that left hook off anything, or just quick reaction go. So if you give a feed in something, then you can go. It sets you up so much nicer than just throwing yourself in openly.
Last minute of the second round, this scheduled for 8. Clarke's 2 wins coming in the second and third rounds, respectively, in the opening 2 contests of his professional career.
What Clarke is doing though, he's just making Karalitzky work when he doesn't want to work. He's just making just fight at the pace he's probably not quite comfortable with.
Yeah, especially when backpedaling the whole fight, he's going to wear through. He's got 8 rounds to work here, so Cheavon Clarke hasn't got no reason to rush, no reason to really push the fight or anything. He can just keep working his opponent round the ring, and eventually he'll slow.
Last few seconds of the second round, and Clarke trying to use greater national strength.
Ten cuidado que es muy mugriento, metele vos también al barrio que no pasa nada. Coge aire por la nariz, suelta por la boca. Respira, eso es. Hacese la larga también.
Again, landing a good shot there, Clarke, but just if he just get a little bit lower, nothing comes back his way. Just see there, lands with a good shot, just stands a little bit too tall. He did block that shot, but he just dips his legs a little bit more. He can throw the shots, and then nothing comes back. He's in a safe place to even go again or to retreat.
Hey, you ain't got to keep falling in on him, yeah? Okay. That's when he's dangerous, when you go and he wants to bowl one over. So a little feint, let him come, then you can throw your shot. Okay. Yeah? Try it for me, good man. Keep switch on, I want that head moving all the time for me, yeah? Don't stay still upstairs.
10 seconds. Seconds out. Round 3.
So into the third round for the second time in his professional career for Cheavon Clarke. As Karalitzky again fires away, tees off with that left hook to the body and attempts it to the chin as Clarke then mounts his own attack to the body. Karalitzky fancies this, swings away in the corner.
Nice fast feet there from Clarke, just getting the distance. Thinking with the first foot and the second one, then took the step across and let the shot go.
These are quality shots from Cheavon Clarke. Body and head, crisp, clinical. Single shots, but they're really having an effect.
Lovely shot, lovely uppercut.
Beautiful, crisp right uppercut from Clarke.
Good bit of variation now here coming from Cheavon Clarke, touching the jab and then going with 2 or 3 shots of his own. Great right hand there.
terrific variation with the right hand, the straight rights and the uppercut, and the face of Karalitzky becoming ever more reddened.
Just a whisker away there with that right hand there, Clarke. But he's keeping his foot on the gas here, isn't he? Keeping the pressure on.
That's what you need to do with an opponent like this, who's on the move all the time. Don't give him a second, don't give him time to breathe. Keep stepping across that ring, not chasing them, but stepping, cutting the ring off and making it feel small for them.
Can Clarke wear down the resistance of the Argentine, who hasn't been stopped in his professional career? 7 wins, 5 defeats. For Clarke, this is now the longest fight so far of his nascent professional career.
But he has himself in a nice rhythm here, Clarke. Everything's smooth, to be fair, with the shots, everything's smooth, and this is his best round.
Oh, it's corkscrew uppercut there.
Nice there from Clarke, so just dip the legs and come back up with the left hand.
Yeah, Chev's finding a nice clean rhythm now. He's feeling comfortable. His shots are landing nicely, popping from different angles and different places.
Just keeping that concentration, though, isn't it? It's important for Clarke. He's having all the success and nothing's coming back in this round. Karalitzky's got to show himself, he's got to show some resistance here.
Teeing off with the right hand and then following up with a left hook to the body as Karalitzky tries to hold on.
Jab going now, Chev. That's when you can bring that over round right, yeah? But you must keep switched on with the head movement. Don't just run in gun at me. You play.
I thought that was a really good round there for Cheavon Clarke. He got into the rhythm really early, was landing at will, just changing the distance as well with his height. Just making it harder for Karalitzky to land with anything.
You go, yeah? So work on that.
He's dominant there, lands some good body shots, and I wonder whether Karalitzky would have felt that in this round.
Yeah, definitely. It didn't really give him his opponent a second to breathe either, which is good. It's good to have that work and get that good work off, and then staying on your opponent as well, keeping them on the move.
Get head going, I want them hands up as well. Little triggers. Yeah.
Orders, 10 seconds.
Keep switched on for me.
Seconds out. Round 4.
So Cheavon Clarke into the 4th round for the first time as a professional, and the 3rd round his most impressive so far. Is he now building into a rhythm, into a groove?
Just have to say about Clarke, don't let the moment pass, but at the end of the round he did dig down with an elbow on the top of the shoulder or the head there of Karalitzky. The referee warned him, he's looking to take a point away for that.
Karalitzky still trying to catch Clarke by surprise with those swinging hooks.
Good shot.
And this now becomes a test of a different kind for Clarke. Into the 4th round for the first time, about pacing, about continuing to find the accuracy, building the attacks, breaking his man down.
And keeping your concentration when you have everything your own way. And sometimes you forget the punches are coming back.
Yeah, keeping your discipline in these moments where your opponent, you can see Karalitzky starting to fade a bit and he's dropping his hands and he's struggling a little bit. Keeping your discipline and keeping yourself to your position and where you're supposed to be and focus on yourself as opposed to letting your opponent draw you in or suck you into something.
You do your job. That's what it is, a job for him, isn't it? Do your job. You know, he's in there, and Clarke is in there focused on getting him out of there. Shot.
Karalitzky every now and again just looking for the opportunity to swing that left hook. Right hand over the top from Clarke. That was a solid shot. Karalitzky noticeably backed up after another one of those uppercuts. He's landed those time and again. But again, Karalitzky fires back.
Both men here fighting fire with fire.
I wonder what Karalitzky got underneath that beard, because he took some shots there. They were fight finishers.
Oh, and this is a brilliant attack from Cheavon Clarke here. 50 seconds to go in the round. Right uppercut. It's been such a key shot in the contest so far, and the referee jumps in. He decides he's seen enough before any action from the corner. And so the longest fight of Cheavon Clarke's professional career has also resulted in his most impressive performance so far. Couple of early scares, he rode the tackles and produced a blistering finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin Parker calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 2 minutes, 21 seconds of round number 4. Declaring your winner by TKO, he's still undefeated. C4, Big Chev, Cheavon Clarke.
So fight by fight, Cheavon Clarke beginning to make an impact on a thriving British cruiserweight scene. 3 fights, 3 wins, all inside the distance.